And a racehorse with local ties had great odds heading into the Derby, but we've got new details about opportunity. But first, NASCAR is now one of the biggest sports in the U.S., and like it or not, it attracts millions of fans from all over the country.
And today, NASCAR made a major announcement right here in Tucson. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Craig Thomas.
And I'm Emily Turner. After losing a number of major sporting events in the past few years, including Major League Baseball and maybe soon golf, we finally have a little good news coming our way. Bud Foster joins us live on the track at Tuc Speedway with the details. Bud.
Yeah, we are on the track here at Tuc Speedway, and a pretty nice track it is. Now, the new owners bought this place a couple of years ago, been working very, very hard, well, to sort of bring it up to speed, and that they certainly have done. They probably feel like they crossed the finish line today because NASCAR flew out from Daytona Beach to announce that this track is now a NASCAR track. At a press conference in town this afternoon, NASCAR and the Speedway owners announced the track will once again be able to fly the NASCAR banner as it did 22 years ago. Having a track sanctioned by NASCAR is good for the Tucson racing community, the drivers, the owners, and the suppliers. It also draws a tourism crowd. Even though it's hard to measure the exact dollar amount, having drivers from all over the country and their teams here fills the hotels, fills the restaurants, as well as the fans from all over the Southwest. But the NASCAR brand also raises the track several notches in prestige.
The association with NASCAR is huge. It makes the track as a perception to people like we got real all of a sudden. And it's real for the racers, it's real for the fans, because NASCAR branding is probably the most recognized national brand outside of Coca-Cola. So it's a tremendous opportunity.
Yeah, and the first NASCAR events get underway here in July. Now, it is a NASCAR track, and there will be NASCAR events, but don't expect those big racers that you see on television every week. This is probably about 4 steps below those drivers. However, let me give you some perspective on this track. When you hit that straightaway over there on the other side, you are doing about 110 miles an hour. You get to this curve over here, the first curve, and you slow down to about 85. When you get to where I'm standing here right now, you accelerate and you shoot 110 miles an hour down to the other curve. Now, coming up at 6 tonight, we're going to talk to one of the rookie drivers out here. She's 19 years old, and she says she has no fear of this. She's a real up-and-comer, and we'll talk to her coming up at 6. At Tuc Speedway, I'm Bud Foster, KOD News 13, live Local 8 breaking.
Here at 4:02.